You will not believe who I saw at the store. I'll give you 3 guesses. Okay, let me tell you. Hello everyone, and welcome to another grocery haul. This is like a mega grocery haul because I put it off and I had to go to 2 stores today. So I went to Whole Foods first, so I'll show what I got there so I can get that in the fridge. And then I also went to Costco. I got Costco gas. I did everything in that little area. I was like, yes, we have completed our tasks. So my receipt is in here somewhere, so once I get to that, I'll tell you how much I spent at Whole Foods, but I think it was like $142, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get to it. The mega haul. All right. Well, you know what we're going to start with? We're going to start with what I started eating. They have these at Sprouts too. They're like a Sprouts brand, but this is the Whole Foods, the 365. They're veggie chips. You know, it's puffed potato snacks made with tomato and spinach, so it's veggie enough, but they're so delicious, so salty, but I always crave them when I'm like hungry. Like when I'm shopping, if I go to a store that has them, I always get them. All right. These are already up here, so let me just do these. I got, these are sweet potatoes, yeah? Yeah, sweet potatoes. So a bag of them, I think it was $4.48 maybe. I don't think these are organic. I don't believe so, but I don't eat the skin, so I was fine with that. But sweet potatoes, always good to have. You can bake them and just eat them as is, or cut them up and put them in things like you would put your, say, russet potatoes or white potatoes or red potatoes. Same kind of deal. Put them in your soups and your stews, however you want to do it. But I do love sweet potatoes. And I'm just going to go ahead and start with what I have here. I needed pasta. So I found that I like regular spaghetti noodles, but I think in this house the preference would be more of the thicker noodles, right? So here's a penne. I got bananas. They were pretty green, but they'll ripen quickly. So I got a bunch of bananas. I have 2 that I need to make banana bread or something with. It's heavy. All right. Cucumbers. I am going to make my cucumber garbanzo bean onion, little vinegar hors d'oeuvre. Supergirl. Yes. I saw her at the store. So we took her home. I felt like she needed a home cooked meal. And I got pineapple. Pineapple is always a winner. How it looks. Cornstarch. When it calls for cornstarch in recipes, I just don't use them, or I just don't use cornstarch, but I thought, you know what, let me just have some. And actually the Bob's Red Mill was under $4. It was 3 something, and so was the store brand. So I got Bob's. And then I got a bunch of these. Let me tell you. There's a joke, because we used to watch So Bad, but a show. It's called, maybe some of you know, Whitest Kid You Know. It was like a little comedy sketch show. And they had this skit that they would do about baked beans. So now it's like, you know, it's scarred our brains forever. But I love baked beans. So they're like $1.70 something, I think, or $1.49. But I got 4 cans. I got, they had Campfire, and they had 1 original organic. So they're all organic. But I already have some hot dogs. I got buns somewhere in here. So I thought we could do that. And then they're just good. you know when you need that side dish and you're like, what do we have? Baked beans. And I got milk. I do love me some Sonoma dairy. I probably won't have any of this, but this is pretty much the size you need. Unless we get cereal, then he usually needs more, but otherwise that size is fine. Next bag. All right. So I'm going to make some fresh pico de gallo. So I got all the fixings for that. So I got our blue tortilla chips, so we could have that. Grapes were on sale. Organic grapes were on sale. And I'll put the receipt at the end just so you can see all that. But yeah, it was good. Whole Foods and dairy, I am happy with. Okay, I'm gonna set that right there so I can see what we're doing. Ah, here it is. Here's our receipt. So I will list that for you so you can see all the prices, and that's this week. It's June 15th today. And I got eggs here. I thought if I don't get eggs here, then, you know, they'll be out at Costco and then I'll have 0 eggs. So I did get Pete and Jerry's. They were on sale. They're organic, pasture raised. No added hormones, no antibiotics, no synthetic pesticides, no GMO feed. But it's heavy. Like they're solid. They are solid eggs. So we can use these for like cooking and things like that. But I plan to do baking, so that's why I wanted to get, I was like, I'm fine if I get more at Costco, because they will get used. I can smell the cheese. I got 2 nectarines. They had organic nectarines on sale. So I just got 2. I'm being realistic. Like if these 2 we can do that. But if I get more, between the 2 of us, we don't finish the fresh stuff as quickly. And then I got some organic Roma tomatoes. This is what I'm going to use to make the pico de gallo. So I got some of those. I already have an onion. These to fall out. I got 2 avocados. They're $2.49 each, so they're not as much of a deal as they used to be, you know, just a couple months ago. So I just got 2, but I always find that I really like the avocados at Whole Foods, so I got them there. Because if I get them somewhere else, sometimes, I don't know, you get home and they're already like mushy, or you can't tell from the outside for some reason, or they have no flavor. These always seem to have a good flavor. A red onion, and then I didn't pack my bag, so it's a little bit of a different pack. how they put all the groceries in. But they had cheeses. I got 2 different kinds. This is blue cheese. It's stinky, but I like it. I think are they both Point Reyes? I think this one is a Point Reyes cheese, so they had it like 20% off. So I just got one of these Point Reyes blue cheese. Let's see, can you see? Yeah. And I just got a small one of these. It's flagship cheddar, Beecher's handmade cheese. This is on sale too. I think this one was 25% off, if I'm not mistaken. All right, I think this is the only other bag from Whole Foods. So I already had hot dogs because I had gotten the, oh my gosh, why can't I think of the name? The good hot dogs. Well, I already had hot dogs that I bought from, you know, it has like 3 or 4 of them in the pack from Costco a while back. So I have one left. So I got our brioche hot dog buns. They're very good though. Pricey, but they're good. But you know what? I was checking the price of the regular hot dog buns there, and it was only like, I don't know, 60 cents less. So I was like, well, I'm getting brioche. Of course I'm getting brioche. I got a couple of baking potatoes, so we can have baked potatoes. Oops, my pepper fell. I got a red bell pepper, so hopefully I'll be able to make chili. That's the plan. I think I already have all the beans, the canned beans. And you know, I want to do things like, you know, I have all intentions of like, let me just get the dry beans and I'll, you know, go through all of that and make our own. I want to make my own bread. I want to make my own tortillas, which I might do the tortillas because I didn't get any. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just, then it's not so overwhelming. I can just focus on making tortillas for the first time. These are the other ones. I got shells. So I got penne and I got shells. And I already have my tomatoes, the ones that I'm using to make my sauce, so I'm set there. And then I got, well, Costco, you'll see what I got for proteins. Cherries were on sale. It is cherry season. We did not get any on our trip. I wanted to because they are in season and all of the stands had cherries, but we didn't stop. So I just got these. They're organic, Rainier, so Washington cherries. I think I got 2. Oh, these are limes because I'm making pico de gallo. Oh, I forgot cilantro. Oh my goodness. I forgot cilantro. So I'm not making it today. But I got 2 limes. Ah, I knew it. I was like, if I didn't forget anything, I will be so proud of myself. And I like their chocolate chips. And they're the best price that I found. So I used to always get Ghirardelli, which I love. But I think they're up to like $8 at Target a bag. I just can't. But this one, you know, it's still, what, 27% cacao. So we're still working with the good stuff here. I got 4 of those because I want to do some baking. I got sour cream. Again, it's my good old Northern California, Santa Rosa, Sonoma sour cream. It's delicious too. And every time I see a recipe and I'm like, oh, it's chocolate, but I don't have cocoa powder. So I got theirs. I'm going to try it. Should be good. Should be fine. Organic cocoa powder. I got these. So something is coming back at a fast food restaurant, I think in 3 days. And I really want to get it and, you know, do a little reel on it or something. But I was like, I need my own black olives. Some of you may know why and what's coming back, because if you've seen, I think I reposted something on my Instagram, but I was like, no, I need sliced olives for that. Okay, I got some organic rainbow carrots. Don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. But you know what? Sometimes I shred these into, like if I make a meatloaf or if I make meatballs or things like that, just to get the vegetables in there. I think this is the last item from Costco. I got bacon. So this time, it got all wet because of the carrots were with them. But I think it's 10, this was $10.59 for just over a pound. So it must be $10 or $9.99, but a pound. But I just get them from the baker, from the meat counter. The baker, that would be horrible. The baker with bacon? I guess it kind of makes sense. All right, so that is our Whole Foods haul, and actually it was $158. $158.22. I got 46 items. But I got a lot of produce. What else did I get there? The bacon. I'm trying to think of the chocolate chips because those things add up. Things like cherries, you know, add up because it's by the pound or whatever. But I know we'll eat it, so that's the plus side. But so that's everything I got there. I don't know if there's anything that I know I want to start trying things so you don't just see all the foods, but let's like try something or make something with what we bought. But I will say, whoops, these are delicious. They're just little, they're different colors. Whoops. But these are delicious. So I can say I tried these. All right. Now, we are off to Costco. Are you ready for this? So this is the thing. I went there hungry. I didn't do too bad, but there's some things that I got that I was like, oh, I think I'm going to get it, where I could have passed it up otherwise. But this was actually warm, so I got it. It's a cranberry walnut loaf. And you know what? We might try this. This one we might try. Let me see. To be more damp. So, doesn't that look delicious? In the bakery section, cranberry walnut. See, I would love to make that, but I know I won't make it right now. And I don't know if there's sugar on top. There might be. And then I also got a rustic Italian loaf. So hopefully I'll do something with this. And I think I might even end up cutting some of this up and freezing it. And then I could always make like garlic bread or something with it, or croutons. That would be another good one. And then I got our eggs. I got the big tray. Ooh, sorry. The big tray of eggs. Like I said, I would like to do some baking. And then I got this. My daughter's been talking about it, and then I was like, I don't like Dave's. I don't like Dave's. I don't know. I get on these kicks of like reading about companies, and when they sell out, I start to like, But I did. I got it anyways, because I was like, well, we need white bread in the house, because I know Mr. California doesn't like all the seeds, you know, like all this the stuff and the wheat breads and the flourless breads, because I like Ezekiel's bread. But this is a great deal, so I got the double white bread loaf, which, you know, you could freeze, or maybe one of the kids needs a loaf of bread. All right, so this was one of those stock up on some of the household things, which it takes a year, but we just ran out of our kitchen bags. It took a full year, almost exactly a year. So my daughter picked up just a small box of them from Target for me a week and a half ago or something. So today, since I was going back to Costco, I re-upped on those good old 13-gallon bags. And I like it because, you know how you can just do it this way. I just opened the top, so you can kind of use it as a dispenser. I think there was another way you could do it too, right? Let me see. I think I got it. Yeah. And I got more romaine. I thought our other romaine, because I haven't been making salads, but it actually looks pretty good because I haven't opened it or touched it. But I got more. I think we need to get back on our salads. So I got this big old pack of lettuce. And speaking of beans, I didn't get any refried beans at Whole Foods. And then I was like, maybe I should, because if I'm going to make the pico de gallo and I have the chips, I was like, whoa, we could always do some refried beans, make little nachos. So I just got the box of them. Rosarita refried organic beans. Okay, so what I ran out of, and I was so glad, because sometimes they'll run out at Costco, but I re-upped on my lemon. So this is the Sicilian organic lemons. That's all it is, lemons, fresh squeezed lemons in these bottles. And that's what I put in my water, not from concentrate. So it's for realsies. And these did well here. I put them in salads. We used them for just like when you just have a quick, want to make something quick. The Just Bare, and I got the chicken breast chunks again. So it's like little chicken nuggets versus the, larger pieces. And the other frozen, I'm gonna stick these in the freezer, is And I'm using my, love these from Trader's. Oh gosh, was it $9.49? It might have been $9.49, but they had the Haagen-Dazs vanilla with almond bars on sale. All right, so what else did we get? Sugar. Oof. I do want to start making my own brown sugar eventually, but you still need the sugar, the regular. So I get theirs, I think it's like $11, $11.50 for the Kirkland organic cane sugar. And then I have my jars that I fill up, refill. These are on sale right now, so if you are looking to get the powder collagen, I've been using this for many years now, for quite a few years now. I don't even know, over 10. But I use this in my coffee every day. That's how I, you know, I haven't had much luck mixing it into cold water or cold liquids. So I do it in coffee and it melts right up. But I only got one. I think I still have 4 in the cupboard. So usually I would stock up and get like, I should have got 2 because they limit 2 per visit. But they're $23, so it's like $6 off or more, because I think it's like $29. I don't know. Everything gets more and more expensive. So I was happy about that. So I just got 1 extra. And then these were on sale again, 28 bucks. They're the COQ10. These, I read up on it, and you know, it's good for the heart. And these are 3 times better absorption. They're soft gels, so 1 equals 3 of like the other brands. It's the Ultra. But do some research. I don't want to give you any advice, but if you look into the COQ10, good for everybody. But I know as you start to hit certain ages, it's something really to consider, or at least look into. And I got more pumpkin seeds. I thought about, because I was like, well, on the salads, right? And you have all those other fun things that you can put on. Pumpkin seeds have so many good nutrients in them, and we both like them. And then it's just kind of, it's a more cost-effective option too. But I just got the organic, sprouted pumpkin seeds, and it has sea salt. But we just eat these like, you know, as a snack. But they can go on salads. You could put them in a bread, or, you know, like if you made like, I don't know if I'd put them in a banana bread. That's an interesting thought. I'm going to try these. These were on sale. So it's the Archer Minis. So they're mini beef sticks. But those are on sale. 0 sugar, grass-fed, 4 grams of protein per serving, I believe. Butters is right here. She's watching me. Do you want to see what's going on? You want to say hi? Oh, and because I'm making some things, chocolatey things, I got another pack of condensed milk. I was like, hopefully, was that the one? Was supposed to get that? Not evaporated, condensed. I know there are a lot of fun desserts and breakfasts and things like that you could use condensed milk, like Filipino foods, Latin foods. My brother's friend from Brazil, when his mom was visiting, she made us like this great breakfast, and there was fruit with the condensed milk, and oh, so good. Guava, she had guava paste and everything. Anyways, I'm using that for some chocolatey treats. And these were on sale, so, you know, always looking for those readers. I think they were $15.49. You get 3 of them. Those have gone up too, because I feel like that used to be the regular price, and you could get them for $9.99. Now they're like $20, and you get them for $15.49 when they're on sale. So Mr. California needed some. He needs real prescriptions, because he's kind of at that level where these aren't even enough, the 3s. I'm still at the 1.25. But look how cute those are. I know, Butters. So, they work well. These are great for me at the parks because, you know, they're not expensive. If I lose them or if I break them, it's just, you know, don't want to do that, but it's less serious. All right, let me get another bag. This is our last bag. We actually went through it pretty quickly. I'm surprised. I'll probably be going to Trader's, but I wasn't sure. And then I was like, well, let me just get this. This, I really like this yogurt. It's an A2 organic yogurt, so it's less harsh on your tummy if you have like any dairy, you know, sensitivities. But the one from Trader Joe's, their yogurt is also does very well for me. So that's a great one. And that one is kind of, I don't think it's a Greek yogurt. Maybe it is. Because the Greeks seem to work a little better in the, like when I put yogurt into my baking. This is a little more, the consistency is a little runnier. Not runnier. What do I want to say? Kind of. Yeah, you know, it's it's thinner, but it's delicious. And then I like to use this butter just generally like on bread and when I make steaks, which I did get steaks. And then I also have the big butter in here, the pack. Oh my gosh. Okay. They had this, so I got it because, you know, sometimes you just need a steak. So I got this pack of ribeye, and I think we're going to have this tonight. Have a couple of these tonight. $81.49. I think these are $17.99 a pound. Gosh, isn't that crazy? I don't even remember now. What was it? $11.99 or something like that. Like I remember just short a few years ago. So I got the steaks, which I'll freeze some. And we got our butter. So I get this for the baking because you've got your, you know, the sticks of butter, half cups of butter. So I got that for our baking. I think I'm gonna put it right there and it won't be in the way. Yeah. And they didn't have any ground turkey. I was really surprised. They had ground chicken that I didn't want ground chicken. So I got Wagyu beef. You get a little less, but it's a little less price wise for the Wagyu ground beef, and I think it's 75%. So there's fat to it. But you get a 3-pack. I think it was $20 or something. But that'll, you know, I can get that to stretch out. And then also, I did get their Italian sausage, which we love, the mild Italian sausage. I don't mind spicy, but you know, no one else really wants spicy. So this I take out of the casing, and then it's just like ground pork. And then I would mix it with the ground turkey, but since they didn't have that, I might mix it with some of the Wagyu. And that's it. I do have a whole, the Kirkland paper towels. You know, the green has like the green logo. And I have the Kirkland bath tissue, but it's still in the car. It's a bit of a trek. And I stuffed my cart as full as I could with everything else. So those stayed in the car. So I have to get them later. But I got those 2 things that last us a while. We share with Emma, because it's just her. So if she needs a thing, you know, a toilet paper a month or every 6 weeks, we just, here you go. And paper towels as well. So it was a pretty good, I feel good about this trip. Do I still need to go to Trader's? Yeah, but I think I got a lot of staples, right? The sugar's gonna last a while, the butter's gonna last a while. We've got more than enough lettuce. I've got my lemon water. We've got bread that'll keep us going. I did get glasses and I got vitamins. So whenever you throw in those things like, you know, here's $30 just for glasses. 28, almost $29 for the COQ 10. And what was something else that was like, it's pricey, but it'll last? Oh, well, my collagen. So, you know, you factor all that in and you're like, well, what are you going to do, right? You got to get what you got to get. So, but I'm always looking for ways like, how could I do things differently that might cut costs? How can I, you know, are there things that I could do myself at home? Like I said, making my own brown sugar. Then you're just buying the sugar, and then you have your molasses, which lasts forever, and then make your own brown sugar. getting some supplies for bread making because it's just the two of us. Like I really didn't need 2 loaves, but that's how they come and it's a deal. And I could put one in the freezer, no big deal. But you know, it's, we got some stuff to last us. So as long as I prep everything and freeze, because we had a lot of things that I froze that I still have, I think, pork loin to pull out of the freezer. That worked really well. So keep doing that so at least we don't waste what we have, is kind of the key, what I'm looking at now. But that is it. That is it. It's a lot. But if you have any questions, let me know. If you've tried any of these things that we have here, let me know your thoughts. I'm open to any ideas of like what to look for, recipes that you have. I know I want to start cooking again on the streams, and I just got to get some recipes together and then we can take a look. And I got the Wagyu beef, so I may be doing, I just need, I was going to get a bag of regular potatoes so I could do mashed potatoes and do shepherd's pie, but I think that'll be coming soon. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me for a dual haul. And I will see you on the next one. Have a great day.